We're here with Mike Tschirret, Partner Relationship Manager with iContact. Mike, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thanks for having us. It's great to be here.
Excellent. Mike, can you describe for us the origin of where iContact came from and got its start?
Sure. It's actually a very interesting story. The company's founded about 7 years ago by two friends at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and the idea was really spawned out of a dorm room. And so our founders, Aaron Houghton and Ryan Alice, basically created the company on their own, and in the period of about 7 years have grown it to just an amazing organization. We've virtually doubled in size every year since the inception of the company, and we've always focused on doing one thing and doing one thing really well, which is email marketing. So opt-in or permission-based email marketing is obviously what we do. We currently have about 200 employees, of which almost half are in technical support. So we take a great deal of pride in not only providing what we perceive to be the best email marketing service that's out there right now, but also the levels of support that go into that to make it the absolute best experience that our customers can possibly glean from using the service.
Excellent. So let's get into a little bit more detail. Talk to me about a couple of key components that iContact builds into its offering. What's the value proposition for the consumer?
Yeah, it's really something that I think a lot of times tends to be oversimplified. Email marketing is somewhat of a misunderstood animal. We are the good guys. We are there to enforce the CAN-SPAM compliance. We are there to make sure that our customers have a very easy and effective way of marketing their products and services via iContact. So at the end of the day, it is an email marketing service, but what we have built into it that really kind of differentiates it from the competition is the fact that there's a few things that are really tried and true that our customers have told us that they need on a daily basis. And number one is deliverability. So we're consistently ranked at 99% deliverability. That's among the best in the industry. You'll see a lot of folks that, brag about, 94, 95% deliverability, and that's great. But if you have a list of, several million people that you're sending emails to, 5% don't get delivered, that's a huge portion of your customer base that you are not reaching. So for the deliverability aspect, we've really taken great pains to ensure that, our relationships with ISPs are fostered with care. We have a dedicated group called Deliverability that maintains those relationships and makes sure that when folks are sending emails and they're coming from iContact servers, that they are on whitelists and that they know that they're going to be passed through, because not only have we taken pains to ensure that the opt-in is correct, but that also the relationship with the ISP is in place and there's a trust level that's associated between us and them. So I love to tell people about the deliverability because it seems very simple, but at the end of the day, we're really talking about dollars and cents that could potentially be left on the table. The other thing that I think we do exceedingly well is our ease of use. So there are, some phenomenal companies out there that do email marketing. It is a market that is not saturated yet. There's new competitors that are coming into the space every day. So we have really focused, again, going back to the doing one thing and doing it really well, we've ended up with almost a laser-like focus on ease of use. So you can actually, I remember the first time I used the product, and it was, before I started working there, obviously. I went in, I saw 4 tabs, create my contacts, create my email, send the email, and track the email. And it just kind of flowed from left to right. It was very simple, it was very intuitive, and I didn't have to look at any instructions to use it. And I think that's the goal that we're shooting for anybody that wants to use email marketing. Some of the other things that have really stood out for us, in addition to the deliverability and the easy use, are things like pricing. So we're among the lowest priced in the industry. You can start at as low as $9.95 a month for a list of 250 customers. We don't price by the number of emails that you send, we price by the size of your list. So it's a very simple formula for folks to remember. Every month you can send up to 6 times the size of your list. So it's very simple, and it's very cost effective for folks to do email marketing. And that becomes very important because in a day and age where you have things where you're competing with such as direct mail, print, web advertising, it's about ROI. And the latest statistics that we've seen show anywhere from $43 to $57 of ROI is gained in return for every dollar that you spend on email marketing. So we really, tell people that email marketing is the last place you should be cutting your marketing budget, especially in a time like today where the economy is struggling. When you're looking at more expensive mechanisms, it's really kind of a no-brainer to say, not only am I getting a great return on my investment, but I'm also getting something that's very easy to use, has a high deliverability rate, it's very cost effective, and at the end of the day is, really a solution that you couldn't ask for more from.
Well, I'm going to kind of touch on that, and maybe you can give me an idea of, I'm asking for more. What, look into the future. Is there something that we don't know about today?
I'm pleased to announce that as of last week, you can find us on the Salesforce.com app exchange. So we are now one of a very small handful of folks that are actually integrated with Salesforce. We've taken that a step further and basically integrated the iContact product into the Salesforce platform. So for a lot of our customers who are actually using Salesforce, the swivel seat solution, as I like to call it, tends to basically disappear overnight. So if you're a Salesforce user from a CRM perspective, you no longer have to move over into the iContact application to do your email marketing. I can actually stay in Salesforce, do my email marketing from within that, and never leave the application, which is a huge advantage in terms of time saved and efficiency. So a lot of people have really kind of drawn the line in the sand. Salesforce is the de facto CRM, and they are very well versed in it. They don't want to have to learn a new application, and by implementing iContact into that application, we've given them the ability to really just continue down the path that they're very well versed in already and add email marketing as a service on top of that. So we're really excited about that. The other thing that we're very excited about is we have coming out a bit later on in the year our new message composition tool. So we have a very easy to use message composition tool today that provides over 600 templates in place for people to choose from. The new one is really a quantum leap ahead of where we're at right now in terms of features. So dragging and dropping is very easy to do. There's so many good things in this, I couldn't possibly describe them in one sitting, but suffice to say, through a lot of QA and testing, focus groups, we've gotten some great feedback, and I think people are going to be really, really pleased with just how easy it is to use the new message composition tool and to use new templates that are just absolutely gorgeous, just amazing professionally designed templates that people will have to choose from. And we're making it easier for them to create their messaging. So we're very excited to get that out there in the near future as well.
And have you got a targeted launch date?
I believe the targeted launch date is going to be roughly around Q4 of this year.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Great to be here.